Hello and welcome to Microsoft Excel course Advanced. Hope you all are doing good. This is part 19, macros in Excel. In this part we will talk about how we can create a macro, how we can edit it, and plus we will also talk about how macros can be created using VBA, that is your Visual Basic app for application. Here I have an example of formatted data on our Excel sheet, known as the report sheet. Over here we have some data which has been placed on the sheet. It's been formatted. Now before we start with recording a macro, editing it, let's discuss why do we need a macro. Say if you have a task in Excel that you repeat very often, say every week or monthly or yearly, means you run that task time and again. So if you perform the same task again and again, it will be time consuming. So we have a feature in Excel which makes our task easy by automating it. So within clicks of your mouse button, by running those commands which you have created, you can easily perform your task. Say for example, this same example which we have over here, every month I get the data and I create a monthly report. The week's data is there and we generate a monthly report. So, and the formatting should be in the manner, the heading should be merged, the numbering should be there, the currency symbol, all these tasks needs to be done every time. So instead of doing this work again and again, what we can do is we can record these keystrokes and action, and that can be done using macros. So what exactly are macros? Macro is an action or a set of action that you can run as many times as you want. Whatever keystrokes are there, whatever actions you are doing, it is recorded. It will record the keystrokes and it will save your time and effort, as the job is being automated and you don't have to repeat it again and again manually, and you can perform the same task by just running that recorded macro. So this is the formatted version. We have a raw data over here. The data is being inserted on the sheet. Let's see how we can record a macro. Now macro is present under your developer tab. Over here you can see under the code option, you have Visual Basic, you have macros, and here you have the option of recording a macro, and then other options are present as well. If you do not have a developer tab on your application, you can always go to File, under Options. You can customize the ribbon. You can customize the ribbon over here. Select all commands over here, and you also have macros, and in your developer you have to select the developer tab on the right hand side. You can click on macros, add it, and click on add and click on OK. Your tab will appear in your application. By default it is not there. So once you have the developer tab, your data is in place. Let's record a macro. What you have to do is simple task. Over here you have the macro option. Recording option is also there. Once a macro has been recorded, you will have the option of clicking on this macro option and view and edit your recorded macro. So let's record the macro. Click on record. You have to give a name to your macro. Say I say format report over here. You can give a shortcut key, a description, maybe you can specify the scope where you want this macro to appear. We are having this macro for the entire workbook. You can give a description over here and click on OK. Now your macro is recording. How to know that whether the macro is being recorded or not? You can see over here, instead of record macro, it is stop recording. So let's do a work. So we have our data over here, this much data over here. Let's say these are the cells which I am about to use. Let us format the column width, say let's make it 15. Let's have the data in this manner. Maybe I want to add totals or average or whatever, that can be done later on. And we want to merge it in the center. Here we have this data, we'll change it later on. And this week, whatever data will appear over here, I want it to be center aligned. This project over here should be center line. These will all be numbers. Let's change it into numbers. We want it to appear as number with the currency symbol. Let's format this top over here. Let's go to the format cell dialog box. We want this color. We want to change the font as white. Click on OK. It's been done. This data over here, select the entire thing. We want to change it to a lighter tone, and this data over here, it should be in the same color. We want borders, all borders. Let's select all borders for it. Here also we want all borders. Plus this data over here, we want to have a lighter color, say this one, and plus a border for it. Maybe later on I want to add a total over here, an average, and some other functions. That can be done. So the other sheet which we had, it was looking the same way. Next month when I have to create the report, the same macro can be run. Let's go to the developer tab and stop recording the macro. My macro is being recorded in my data sheet. Let's click on macro and see our macro. So you have in your macro dialog box, if you could see over here, the name of my macro is appearing. You can run it from here. You can edit the macro from here. If I click on edit, it will show me. Let's click on edit. It will open VBA for us. We'll talk about this a little later. First, let's run our macro. So over here, say next month I get the same sheet, same sets of data, and we want to run our macro. So in your developer tab, under your code, you click on macros. The macro box will open, dialog box will open for you, and you can select the macro. If I am having n number of macros, recorded macros over here, you can select from them and run your macro. Let's see. Here you can see the changes. I have, with the simple click of a mouse button, I just clicked on run, and the task is being done for me. The entire formatting is being done for me. So this is a very easy and handy feature which can work for you. It saves your time. You don't have to do a lot of things again and again. This was a simple thing. Maybe you are inserting charts, you are doing other calculations, any kind of calculation if you are doing over here, like I left these columns, that can also be recorded. That will be done for you. Now let's see how we can edit the macros. So when we are automating our tasks, when we are recording the macros in the Excel, it records these actions and keystrokes using Visual Basic. So if I click on edit over here, Visual Basic for application, it will open for you. Here you can see, let me change this. Here you can see the format report, the same macro which we have created. It is appearing over here. I have changed the top title which was appearing over there. I have changed the columns width. Then we placed certain colors over there. We placed currency, we changed the number format, and the currency symbol was being placed. You can see the currency over here, the number format over here. Then if I scroll down, you can see the colors being changed, the border is changed. We did use the fill border. You can see over here the range which we have selected. All those things are given over here. If you want, if you have any idea of Visual Basic, you can change these settings from here also. Plus I'll be coming up with a video where we will see how we can work in Visual Basic for application, that is your VBA, and how we can create the macros from VBA itself, how the coding is being done, how we can create modules and create macros from VBA itself. That will be a separate video because the entire thing is itself very lengthy. We cannot have it in one video here itself. So you can see the borders being changed. And let's close this. From here also you can open Visual Basic. The shortcut is Alt+11. You can always use referencing also over here. Then some other options are here. If you are having a say a button with using which you want to run the macro, that can also be done. So in this part we have discussed how we can automate our tasks using macros, which is present in Excel, and with a click of a mouse I can perform those repeatedly used tasks very easily. In the next part 20, we will discuss pivot tables and pivot charts, how we can create tables and charts in Excel. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.